Welcome to Crypto Waffle episode 61. Today's topics are MSTR not delisted from MSCI, also making other buys. ZK devs quit. Zcash devs quit. Christ, that was a mouthful. That was way easier than it should have been.
Oh, actually,
Um,
they are ZK devs as well. That
or
is
ZK devs.
accurate because they do work on zero knowledge technology.
And this is why we're called Waffle. And then finally, Jerome Powell is under investigation by the DOJ. Scary stuff. J. Powell must be quivering in his booties.
You must be scared. Be scared.
He must be scared, indeed.
So, where are we? Bitcoin has been a stable coin this week.
Yeah, it has barely moved.
We got some news. So, let me break it down for you. We have been talking over the last few months now about is strategy in a lot of trouble or not. You have been beating the drum that strategy are not in trouble. And I would quite like to give you your flowers
Thank you
as
very much, sir.
they have dodged yet another bullet. The MSCI, which I don't know what that stands for, but they are the guys that can delist certain types of companies. Oh, actually, do you know what? Let me just explain the whole thing. So strategy are one of these DATs. So they're a digital asset treasury.
Well, they were around before even DATs were around. Before even
Yeah.
DATs were a thing, they were doing their buybacks.
But, you know, a rose by any other name is still a rose, right? So even before we decided to call it a DAT, they were around, but they were doing other stuff before, right? So they are, I guess, and this was a part of the argument as well, that they do other stuff, but the crux of it is that the most of their value that they have is from holding Bitcoin and the appreciation in the price of Bitcoin and issuing new stocks, issuing new shares, so that they can go and buy more Bitcoin, which even if you're on the side, I don't know, playing football or building bridges or whatever you're doing on the side, that would be one thing. But this part of the business does make it adapt. And the argument coming from the MSCI was that they're doing too much of the DAT business and not enough of the business for them to be listed as a business. Now, if the MSCI delist them, that will mean all of these other products that track the top, I don't know, 50 companies or what do they call them, indexes. They would have to sell strategy, which would put a downward price on the strategy stock, which would mean strategy would likely have to sell Bitcoin. Now, Michael Saylor wrote a public letter, which we can all view on X. I don't know where it is, and I've only got one screen today, so I can't do my usual searching around. But he wrote a public open letter to MSCI telling them exactly why they should not delist strategy. He said things in there like it will slow down innovation and it's a little bit unfair. And there are other companies such as property companies, which also have large portfolios of assets, albeit not digital assets, but they do have large portfolios of assets. And the appreciation in said assets is a part of their underlying value. When I read the letter, I thought, you know what, the guy's got a point. But I didn't think he needed to write the letter anyway, because selling or delisting MSTR would have been catastrophic. So either it happens and we get a bear market or it doesn't. And then last week we got the news from MSTR. They said we are not going to delist strategy this month. They have meetings once every other month. And I think a few times a year they have one meeting in 2 months. And they said they're not going to discuss it at the next meeting, which is in February. So the earliest it can get removed, I think, is like April or May will be the next time. So the MSCI delists strategy FUD is off the table for now, but it's not completely dead.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin can breathe again.
And we've also, since that news has come out, which was 6th, wasn't it? From what I'm looking at here, what Grok's giving me, that it wasn't
I'm
getting
not.
delisted.
No, I feel like it was. I feel like it was after our last episode because we didn't talk about it in the last episode.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it must have been.
I feel like it was the Tuesday.
Yeah. But we've also had Strategy today release their biggest buy since July 2025 in Bitcoin again. 16,627 Bitcoin acquired for approximately 1.25 billion.
The man has no fear. The man has no fear. We are
Yeah.
literally on the cusp of a bear market, and he's just top blasting.
At an average price of 91,500. That brings their total holdings to 687,410 Bitcoin, purchased overall at an average cost of $75,353 per Bitcoin. So there you have it.
Do you still
Michael
think?
Saylor is back, bigger
Do
than
you
ever.
still think? Do you still think that we get through this bull market or this bear market or
Yeah.
this year
Yeah.
without strategy, even though they're still top blasting?
Yeah. He's
Come
been
on.
there before. He's been below his average price before and they didn't blow.
But listen, the maths has to math.
Yeah, the
Like,
math has to math, but you also have to remember that when he was last in this scenario where his maths wasn't mathing, right? He was below average price and whatnot. He wasn't in bed with Trump or anyone. That was just him and his company doing their things. Now he's got all the big boys on his side.
to be fair, I will take that and I will raise you. Not only was he not in bed with Trump, but the guys that were in power actively didn't like this guy.
Yeah.
Not
He's
only
gone
did
from
he-
one opposite end of the stick to the other.
yes, yeah,
Totally.
yeah. He had a headwind and now he's got a tailwind.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think we see any change. Because everyone's, it's all narrative, isn't it? And everyone, because there's been pretty much fuck all to do over
Mm.
the last couple of months, I excuse my French, everyone's been focused on any bit of news that comes out. And the bit of news that come out was Michael Saylor. And then as soon as that happens, you're going to get all these narratives pop up. Are they going to be delisted? Is it going to go into a bear market? If they go into a bear market, are they going to blow up? Blah, 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 blah. But like we've discussed before, I think it's the smaller, most recent DATs are the ones that get affected. We've got to remember that MSTR has been doing this for what? 7, 8 years?
Yeah.
Got to be something
Long
along those
time.
lines now.
Yeah.
So he knows he knows the game. He knows that they can withstand Bitcoin going down.
Sounds like you're saying he's too big to fail.
Yeah, and even if he was to fail, you know who's going to come in and scoop that Bitcoin stack up because they're not letting that go.
We've heard it before with FTX. We've heard it before with Mt. Gox.
Yeah, but FTX were tiny compared to MSTR.
Wow,
Now they are.
That's not a good sign. That's not. I still think that Saylor, at some point in his illustrious career, goes to prison.
Possibly
At some point
down the road, but I don't know why that would be. Like, I have no idea.
Because he's going to lose so much money, and you lose that much money for people, you've got to go to prison.
Or he's going to be, or he'll be up there with Warren Buffett as the greatest investor of all time.
Yes.
It's either or.
Because you know what? When you look back at it, hopefully they make a Netflix documentary and we're in it and they clip it and there's me saying, he's top blasting again. There's no way he's going to make it through the year. And then they cut. That was 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, Michael Saylor is the best investor in the world ever.
And all he did was top blast.
All he did was top blast. I think he'll be sharing a cell with Maduro. I think that he's going to be braiding Maduro's hair, and yeah, I think it ends badly for him. The fact that he's gone and bought another billion at these prices, when everybody's kind of like, we could go back to 70.
Everybody's a bit nervous.
Everyone's a bit. Just wait a little while, bro. Chill.
Everybody's starting to get a little bit shaky.
A little bit. Like just chill out, relax, let the markets do what they do. When they settle, then you can start blasting again. Why are you blasting into this?
I mean, the other thing as well is MicroStrategy, the stock is down 70% from peak to trough. So if it's recent highs back in October 24, we're currently down 70%. And what I'm looking at, you have potential maybe to come another 50%. But I mean, I have full faith in Michael Saylor and what he's doing. So I can't help but see that down the road, this just is ending a hell of a lot higher than where it is now.
To be fair, to be absolutely fair, down 70%, that's a buy signal for me.
Yeah.
That's a buy signal.
But I mean, holding MSTR nowadays is even more volatile than holding Bitcoin, though.
Bring it
So
on.
from a volatility perspective, and well, it's a tax efficient way in the UK to get exposure
To be fair, this
to
last
Bitcoin.
week, what, 2-3 weeks, I've got more volatility out of my wife of 7 years than I have out of Bitcoin. Like this has been the most dull month or so in my
Period.
Bitcoin career. I've never seen anything like it. I'm just looking at my phone and I'm like, why is it still at 90? What is going on here? What are we doing?
Well, I mean, I've seen a couple of things. I've seen a couple on-chain data things that suggest whales are starting to pick up again, or dolphins, whatever you want to call them, sharks. The smaller ones are starting to pick up. I mean, there's.
What's the thinking behind that? Are they of the mindset that we are?
I think they're small institutions, or that's what the narrative is being thrown onto them. Is that there's small institutions starting to pick up on the dip because, and I think the narrative, I can't remember who it was, I watched the other day as a podcast, but obviously on the 10-10, so when we had that big cascade liquidation and some alts got hammered, is that there's always been rumours of someone blowing up that day, and we don't know who. There's been
No.
no dead body float.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that are discussing that
Yeah.
have said that since then there just has been like what looks like, and now I can't say from experience because I don't really have, not sure I've witnessed any position unwinds before looking at charts, but from some of the people I follow who have been chartists, financial gurus, whatever you want to call them, for years, I've been saying that there's been literally every Monday at 5 o'clock, whatever it is, bang, another sale comes in, another sale comes in. So someone's trying to get out of a massive position. So I think the narrative now is that these smaller institutions that have basically been given the green light to go and get this stuff on a balance sheet now are starting to pick some
They are
up.
the vultures, are they, that have circled the
Yeah.
clock?
I mean, we've actually, from a TA point of view, Bitcoin is back above its 20-day and 50-day moving average for the first time since, well, we fell below it back in October.
Okay, so we're back in the bull market then.
No, not yet, because that's on the daily. It's on the weekly we've crossed below.
Sir, I'm going to ask you again, and I would like the correct answer this time. So we're back in the bull market then.
On a daily, you could say yes.
Yes, come on. Let's
But you'd
go.
have to see. I mean, there's also an argument to say what we're forming now is technically a bear flag, but we'll go into that later when we do our predictions.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you give us the news on the Zcash dev stuff? Because I have no idea what that was about. Please fill us in, because Zcash had a massive hit, did it not?
Right. So these guys are the rock stars of moon math. They are alongside they're one of the premier teams in the industry, in cryptography, let's say, worldwide. So they've got a lot of guys that write papers that other people use to implement stuff. So I often talk about PivX, which was where I earned my stripes, as it were. And we actually worked on some tech that was created by the electric coin company. It was a prototype not prototype. I forget the word I want to use, like a standard. My mind's gone blank, but it was a piece of software called Zero Coin. Now, what Zero Coin allowed you to do was to put a coin into oblivion and then take another coin out of a freshly minted stack of coins. So the coin that you had now had no history. And that was how you have privacy. That's what zero knowledge is. There is zero knowledge on the history of it. And these are the guys pretty much that brought that into crypto with these papers. Now, the zero coin paper, it was made for Bitcoin, but there was no way that Bitcoin would have taken it on because it was far too experimental, and they didn't actually finish it. So they got to a certain uh, part on it, and then they were like, "Okay, we we can't finish this. Like, there's too much bugs in it, etc., etc. It's going to take us too long." So what they done was they just put it out to the public, and they said, "Don't use it in production. Like, just you can use it to build on something, but don't use it in production." Obviously, the guys at PivX and the guys at Zcoin, and I believe even the guys at Firo, um, which was called something else. That might have actually been called Zero Coin before. Uh,
Really?
Maybe, yes. It was called something else. Firo was called something else. What it was called Firo, but there was a project called Zero Coin, um, and we all used this unfinished piece of technology. Um, After a while, it broke and someone hacked it because it wasn't finished. But the promise of it was great. Now, in the meantime, they went off and they built Zcash along with Zuko. Um, and they have been widely regarded as one of the juggernauts in crypto space. They put the crypto into cryptocurrency effectively. Now, for some reason, the entire dev team felt that one or two people who had the power were doing the wrong things with the power. And it was an argument that they couldn't get over. Quite similar, in fact, to the argument that Aave had with their
What
lab.
on the RV Labs thing a couple of weeks back?
Quite similar to that. But in this situation, all developers at the Electric Coin Company, they all said, "Thank you very much. We are all leaving." So all of
So
them have
how
left.
does that, from an investment point of view, do you think affect Zcash? Because on initial headline, you would think, oh shit, if the main lot of developers are leaving, surely that's zero. But price has
Covered.
stabled.
Yep.
I'd say stabilized from the initial event.
Yep.
We're just currently sat around 400.
So I would say it's like if you're driving a car around, say you're driving a Tesla, and then Elon Musk dies. Everybody will be like, "Oh my God, Elon Musk dies, Tesla died." But really, it takes more than Elon Musk to put this whole thing together.
Yeah.
And the car is already made. So it might slow down them iterating on the car, or they're going to have to get new people in to iterate. It was like your favorite football team's manager goes, you're going to have to get a new manager in. Now, these guys at Zcash, they're not the only guys in the world that can do the moon math that required to do zero knowledge programming. So they will find other people. They will bring other dev teams in, possibly other dev teams that have worked on other projects. That would make the most sense. So they might go to some of the guys that have worked on Firo, some of the guys that worked on PivX in the past, some of the guys that worked on Monero um, even though it's not zero knowledge. They're going to go for that caliber of developer, and they'll probably put another team together because they've still got the money. So when I saw the price had dropped so much, I was like, okay, this is probably a good time to buy. I just couldn't be asked. But I do think that the project recovers. I think the project lives on. Just like all the other ones, like Monero when they lost Fluffy Pony, or like Litecoin when it lost.
Fluffy pony.
Yeah, Fluffy Pony. Like Litecoin when they lost. I forget the guy who they lost. Not Tom Lee. I forget the guy's name, but they lost another guy. Um, People lose their star man, they can usually carry on. A new star is born, like, the king is dead, long live the king.
Yeah.
The opportunity is, what do these guys from ECC go to work on next? Because they have a lot of credibility in the game. Now, I would suggest that the likes of Charles Hoskinson, he's scrambling to find these guys and drag them in to come and work on Midnight, drag them in to come and work on Cardano.
What, the Zcash guys?
Yeah. So Charles Hoskinson, if I was him, I
And
would be
he's got
like,
the money, isn't he?
right. I'd be like, get me those guys' number. Let me bring them in and let's try and assemble the Avengers. Because we got some guys over here and we could do with more. Like, let's get the show on the road. But chances are they bugger off and they start releasing some papers. Because they were generally more researchers than capitalists. So I can't imagine them releasing their own coin. I think chances are they release some papers, but from the papers that get released, smart teams will then go and release coins. And it's those coins that we need to keep an eye out for, whatever they decide to go and build next.
Do you reckon there's an opportunity that they do build something rather than go to someone?
If they do, then whatever they build, buy it. Providing they don't do what Zcash done the first time round and release it at a stupid valuation where there's no point in buying it. If they release it at a reasonable valuation, which would make more sense in the current market, I would buy it. It would be like the same logic as when we bought Xano, where you've got a privacy project and you've got devs that know what they're doing and they're committed to the cause. And there are a couple of guys behind them with a little bit of experience and a couple of quid. The project's going to do moderately well.
Yeah.
So it's an insta buy.
So you don't think it affects the investment case into Zcash if people are still looking at it
No,
as
I
a
don't
privacy
think so.
coin?
No, I don't think so. I think Zcash is still a premier coin. It's still top.
Or okay, if you were looking to say put $1,000 in, or maybe 10% of a portfolio or something into Zcash, are you waiting for confirmation of them finding new people to see who they are first, or do you just make that allocation and sit?
Make the allocation, because I feel like if you wait, you might end up buying on the pump. They might turn around and say, all right, we've got it all in order. This is what we're doing. Here's the roadmap, new team, new roadmap, bish, bash,
Yeah.
bosh. The price jumps 10% and then you end up buying. So I would just go in now. There's not much chance that the thing falls away from where it is.
Do you
Too
think
big.
this affects the narrative at all?
No. It's zero knowledge. It's zero trust. The code is the code. And they've done it and they've done it well. So I don't think it's a threat to Zcash as it exists now. I think it's an opportunity to wherever these guys go next. I
Yeah.
think that's the main thing. That's the exciting part about it. So when I read the news, I was like, this is exciting. I'm excited to see this. Even if they go on to split up like the guys from Ethereum did, like, or the PayPal mafia, and they all go and do their own little one or two of them, like in little groups of one or two, they go and do their own things. The one or two things that they do will all probably do really well. So from Ethereum, obviously we got Polkadot, we got Cardano. There's another one that I'm missing, but wouldn't it be nice if the Zcash guys left Zcash and they done a similar thing and brought in 3 new privacy projects, all slightly different from the last? Maybe one focused on real world assets. I guess that would be like Midnight. Maybe one focused on stable coins. Maybe one focused on, I don't know, decentralized reputation. There's loads of different applications that they could go and do. And the good thing about these guys, where they're researchers first, is that there's not much chance they're going to release a meme coin or anything that's like a quick cash grab. Whatever they do next,
Kind of long term.
yeah, it'll be worth looking at. So exciting times, I think. Bad news for
Interesting.
Zcash, but yeah, good news for the rest of us.
Well, who knows? The bad news might end up actually being good news.
Yeah, because everyone needs
See
a
who comes
refresh.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone needs a refresh. We'll see what they do. I don't know if Zcash have actually made any statement.
I mean, I didn't. I briefly saw it on X. Don't know much about it. Don't really follow Zcash, so couldn't comment.
Yeah, I'm looking now very quickly. Let's see if they have, because it would have been good if they did make a statement of some sort, but no, they haven't. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's go.
Do they have said statement?
No, but they've got like a monthly digest. But no, they've just glossed over it. Or maybe this was before the people. Yeah, maybe this was before they left.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, moving on. So, third and final topic we have is that Jay Powell is under investigation by the DOJ. Do you know why this is at all?
Well, he's upset Donny T.
So
Listen,
apparently, and this is according to Grog, um, this
some
involves grand jury subpoenas served on January the 10th related to Powell's June 2025 testimony to Congress about the Fed's 2.5 billion headquarters renovation project.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah.
That's a hell of a lot for a renovation project. I mean, I don't know what the Fed's.
For,
Let's have a look at that on
for,
Google
for,
Images.
for a new lick of paint and a new carpet, 2.5 billion. Thank you very much. Um, there was a video about that a long time ago where Donald Trump picked up a piece. Well, it wasn't about this, but it was when they'd first fallen out. Donald Trump picked up a piece of paper and he looked at the piece of paper and he said, "Oh, look, it looks here like there was $80 million spent, blah, blah, blah." And then Jerome Powell took the paper off him and he looked at it. He looked at it for a few seconds and said, "No, no, 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 no. What you've done here is you've added up all the last 4 years. We can't count the last 4 years because that's taken off of the other statement. This one's for this statement." Like he just explained it to him really calmly, really quickly. It made Donald Trump look like a bit of an idiot. Um, but it was quite funny, like the way he done it. And I think from that moment on, I think he became the sworn enemy of Donny T. Um,
Fair enough.
I
I
think
mean, the buildings do look relatively old, and I know if they're going to try and keep the building within um, old school looking styles, that old school stonework is a dying age. So I can't imagine it's going to be cheap to get that
let's let's
renovated.
let's have it as it is, right? The guy hasn't dropped interest rates. Donny wants interest rates dropped. He held
It's
them.
all about the building. What are you on about?
He held them. He held the interest rates. He didn't drop the interest rates. Donny was like, "Listen, I don't care if it's a committee. You better give me what I want or there'll be trouble, pal." And Jerome Powell, he clearly is also another belligerent old man. He's not going to roll over for anybody. Um, so he said in his statement, he released a statement on X, and in the statement he said, "I've served under 4 administrations, both Republican and Democrat, and it's our job to stay unbiased and not be politically swayed. We just have to use the data to make our decision."
Yeah.
Now, the last decision that they made after the government shutdown, where a lot of us thought they was going to say no data equals no decision, they still made a decision that, even though it was in like Donny's favor, that may have been the last straw. That may have been where they were like, "You lot are just doing what you feel like, so just drop the rates." And
Yeah.
now I think Donald Trump called him a loser as well.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think he said he's a loser. And yeah, and that's where we are now. What does it mean for crypto? So
What, the DOJ investigation into Jay Powell?
yes,
Nothing.
right. So here's what I think. Right, I think we've got 2 scenarios. Well, we've got 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1 is that Jay Powell is neurodivergent somehow or another. All of this pressure just doesn't get to him, and he just sees out his term. That's kind of likely, right? Number 2 is that they get rid of Jay Powell, or he capitulates. Eventually, he's like, "This is too much pressure for me.
I just want to retire.
This is crazy." Like, but I believe Jay Powell truly believes he's serving the country. He does, right?
Yeah.
So if he goes, the question is, who do they replace him with? Now, either they put someone in who does what Trump says. Now, that's kind of a short-sighted person. Somebody who would agree, okay, yeah, tariffs are a good idea. Like, let's go and take Maduro out of Venezuela. Like, it's all short-sighted. We need to do it. Let's go and do it. Rushing, and not really properly considering the consequences and just doing stuff. They might get someone in like that. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, who knows? But I think that may speed up the decline of the US economy. Me personally, I think that may speed up the decline. Or they may get rid of Jay Powell, and because the president can't decide who's going in next, whoever goes in next may be just as pragmatic as Jerome Powell. He may be just as good. And that's more than likely what happens. Next person goes in, they're just as good. And that person, they just do the same job that Jay Powell's been doing. And their mandate, what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to keep inflation under control. So effectively keep the power of the US dollar kind of at a reasonable level, which, by the way, they've never managed to do. The power of the dollar has just been falling since they came off
depends which currency you look at it versus, but yeah.
Since they came off the gold standard. Well, if we don't look at it against another currency, because if you look at rubbish against rubbish, then yeah, cool. But if you look at the power of the dollar against, let's say, maybe gold or consumer goods,
yeah, it's on the floor,
or assets, like, it's trash. That's one of their mandates, and the other is to keep people in employment, which maybe they're doing a decent job of, but I don't think that's because of them. So maybe they get a new guy in. It doesn't matter, right? So here's the conclusion I've come to. The whole thing is theater. I think they're all a little bit crazy. It doesn't matter if you've got Jerome Powell, if you've got Albert Einstein, if you've got Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, Sooty and Sweep, if you remember who they are.
Yeah, Sooty and Sweep.
Sooty and Sweep.
It don't
matter who you've got. Like, our American viewers will be like, who are they talking about?
Who the fuck is Sooty and Sweep?
Who is Sooty and Sweep? Don't matter if you've got Gordon the Gopher, Mighty Mouse, Banana Man, the Avengers. Don't matter who's in that seat. The bottom line is, the math doesn't work. You're printing. The more you print, the more you're gonna throw your money away. You can't change that. It doesn't matter. So Trump's upset. That's pointless. That's stupid. The Jerome Powell is trying to do a job which is impossible. That's pointless. That's stupid. The answer is, no matter who's in charge, no matter what happens to Jay Powell, even if they send in FBI and put him out of his bed and arrest him like they did Maduro and chuck him in front of a grand jury and say, oh, you stole paint and carpet, whatever, the price of Bitcoin's still going to go up. So what are they even doing here? That's my summary of the massive theater that we have with Jerome Powell. The end of the day doesn't really matter. The next person that comes in is not going to say, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stop printing money.
No. Well, they can't. We know what they need to do. They need to roll, was it?
Well, they can't. So I don't really know what Trump wants. Like, what do you want? What do you want, bro? Like, how can we appease you? Because the math doesn't math. It don't matter who's in charge or what you feel about if they're a loser or not. You've got to print money because you've got debts to chase after. Because you've been spending.
See, this is the thing. We know the game, but a lot of people, including ourselves, like to overthink it. We know what we need to do. Over a period of time, stack yourself assets. It could be digital assets. It could be stocks. It could be commodities. It could be like vintage cars. It could be art. It could be watches. You name it. It could be Pokemon cards, Lego.
That is the only way to protect yourself from inflation. That's the only way.
Yeah.
There isn't anybody.
And this is why the K-shaped economy will continue to get worse. Whereas this, well, this 2026 period where we have the midterms. I don't know if you've seen on Polymarket, but at the moment, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find midterms. I'm pretty sure how many Republicans. Pretty sure it's a 70% chance that the Democrats lose the midterms at the minute. Is it Democrats? Who's who? I always forget.
Democrats are the other people, the old guys, Sleepy Joe and all those lot.
Right.
The so-called left that aren't very left at all.
So what is this then? No, I can't find it. But I was watching a podcast and it was on the podcast. I'd
What
have to
what
see if I
what
can
was the
find it.
market? Let me see if I can find that market. What was it called?
I can't see it. No presidential election winner. No, I think it's the mid. I think it's
Right,
midterms.
midterms. Midterms. Republicans win trifecta midterms. Which party will win the House in 2026?
Yes, that's it. What's that on?
Oh, Democrats are well in the lead.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, listen, we'll have to have a bet on that.
That's the exact market they were looking at. So this is what I'm saying. So for that K-shaped economy that we're currently in, where the rich keep getting richer and the poor getting poorer, if they're gonna switch it up, they have to do it this year, even if it's for a short time. So where we've been having um, Wall Street benefit from said money printing and asset devalue, asset appreciation. This year, it has to be Main Street, and that is what Scott Bessent and Trump have talked about. They've talked about stimmy checks, right? And we know that they're not going to do that until it gets closer to the House or to
Yeah,
this vote. Because if
yeah.
they did it now in 2 months' time when they've run
We'd
out their
forget.
stimmy check, yeah, no one's going to be interested
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
unless they're going
I've
to do
said that.
stimmy checks every month until then.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So if they're going to do something to help Main Street, they're going to have to start picking that up soon. So
Yes.
this is where we will likely see, and like we've been going on and on and on about, you will get not a diversification, but maybe an outflow from the Mag 7 and into the Russell slash Dow and other parts of the stock market, which will then be seen as Main Street. So that could be like the Nikes of the world. That could be stuff like healthcare, all
Yeah.
these sorts of things, which is why we've talked about the business cycle picking up and then we get this
Yeah.
change of rotation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's all starting to align.
And I like that theory, and I agree. I think, obvious as it is, that maybe they're just buying votes because they have to get through this.
Well, yeah, of course they're going to buy votes. Every single person prior to them has bought votes.
It's what you do.
It's the law in the US to buy votes.
At this point, it literally is the law. You must do it. Like, if you
You are
respect
not part
yourself,
of the government if you do not buy votes.
and people will still fall for it. This, by the way, this,
I'm not even showing the screen actually. Let's share
thi-
this so the viewers can
yeah,
see.
show us the which party will win. That 80%. I want to have a couple of quid on that.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
That's ridiculous because the Republicans win again. By the way,
And then even in from and you don't look at all of that. You're just looking at this bet individually, right? You're not betting that this goes to 100%. You're betting that this maybe even gets to 50,
yeah,
50-50.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Like that's the trade here.
yeah.
Like I would
And
argue that we could put 14% of our portfolio on this,
yeah, easily,
couldn't we?
It's,
Quite easily.
you whack a lump on there. I'll tell you why, right? I think that voting for the right wing party is the thing that everybody does and nobody admits. So it always seems like, oh yeah,
Look at that for a return.
there we go.
Obviously, that's if it wins, but we just cash out at like 25,
Cash
30.
out nice and early. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like, it's when is the vote? When are the midterms?
November? Yeah, November the 3rd here.
the end of the year.
Yeah, so you've got until now, effectively, and if I was to look at doing this as a personal trade, I'd probably look to add over the next 3-4 months a bit every month. Because if this
Mm.
continues to drift lower for whatever reason, because they might let this drift to like 10%, and then Eric Trump might come onto Polymarket and start buying the yeses, and then Dad, it's time to go. Stimmy checks, boom! All of a sudden, 60%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know what, right? People talk a lot of rubbish about, oh, these Trumps, they're bloody, they're bad. They're listen, if I was president of America, me and my son, we would be on this
On
crap. Like,
Polymarket.
oh, we would be on it. We'd
You'd
be
do it for
like,
fun, wouldn't you? You just
yeah,
do
yeah,
it
yeah.
for fun.
Banter. So, okay, yeah, Dad.
Because
Time for you to drop
it's
those stimmy
literally
checks.
gambling on a hyper level.
It's no. It's gambling for them. But for us, we know when we're going to drop the stimmy checks, it's not gambling. For us, it's just earning a living, well, nicking a living. But let's go. Like, if I'm Trump, that's what I'm doing. I'll be like, yeah, Eric, listen, you tell me when to drop the hammer, I'll drop the hammer. And then bam, stimmy checks, $2,000 for everybody who...
2,000 wasn't enough, Dad. Make it 20.
Yeah, $25 for everybody who owns a gun. You make sure you do it for the people that you know are your base. Like, everyone owns
Yeah,
a gun, 2,000. Like,
100%.
you join me or you don't. It's up to you. But
Right. Should we go into what should we call it?
prediction?
Predictions.
Let's do our predictions.
Right. So
Well, actually, no. Before we do, give me a. Oh, well, actually, as we're doing it, I suppose you can give me a market roundup. I want to know where we stand after this week of nothingness.
let me show you. Right. So for what we were looking at, let's just do a bit of TA on Bitcoin. So what I was discussing earlier, I was saying that Bitcoin's finally. So the last time we were above the
Hold on,
yellow.
sorry. What do I press to get the screen to be the main screen?
Click on the right click the screen you want to view big, and then
Full screen
full
view.
screen.
All right.
Got it?
Gosh, thank you. Yep, got it.
There we go. You've got to help the boomers out, haven't you?
So cheeky.
But anyway, so what I was saying earlier, so to put it in very simple terms, the 10 to 20 day smooth moving average are these green, orange, and white lines. So if we go over here on the left hand side, we see the 20 day is the white, 50 day is the orange, and the 200 day is the green. The last time we were above both the white and the orange was this candle back here. This
Kaboom!
was actually 10th of October. So on the 10th of October, we come flying through there. So you could say the 9th of October was the last time we were substantially above that before catapulting straight through it.
Yeah.
So since then, we've been below the 20 day and the 50 day. The 3rd of Jan, we have been sustainably above it and holding said 20 day and 50 day moving averages. Now, not to say that past is relative to future results, but if we go back to the bear market of 22, you can see that when we get above these averages, we usually trend them for a while, however long before we normally get a pullback, drop below. But what we're looking at here is when we get above. What we want to see them doing is acting as support whilst we're in a trend, be it the 20 day, the white here, or on a maybe a slightly bigger move. Here we get above the white, hold it all the way, bounced into the orange here, had a little bounce up before coming back below. So that's what we want to watch for. Now, like we've mentioned on bigger time frames before, this is the weekly. So same occurs, smooth moving averages. We have the green down here, which is the 200 day, and then the 20 day and the 50 day. I have said, and we have said, that we should come back up to that 20 days / 50 day at some point around the 100 to 102K mark as a bearish retest. Why might you ask? Well, if you look at just this indicator over past bear markets, after you get a fall below, you usually get a retest of said moving averages at some point, i.e., you fall below both of them here in 2017, you got a retest back up to 8K. If you go back to 2013, you can see we durably got a fall all the way down to $260. and then had a retest all the way up to 480.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's a 100% move.
Yeah, but what I mean is that wasn't a sarcastic wow. That was like
No.
the magical lines were working even back then.
Yeah. So we should see some sort of relief. And who knows if Bitcoin goes for one more, because I've seen a lot of analysts also comparing this here to this here. I.e., we've had our event, we chopped sideways, had a little pump. Maybe we have one more flush before we actually get the relief to 100K. But the main thing is on the weekly time frame, if we are going to go into a bull market or continue this bull market that we've been on, we need to get durably above the 100K area. If we can hold this orange and white line, we can continue this run. There's nothing wrong with that. And like we have seen in this bull market, this bull market we haven't seen, is that every time we've come into it, it's held. This is the first time that they didn't hold it. They gave way, which is why obviously some people like Benjamin Cohen and others have said, look, we're in a bear market until proven otherwise. And technically, that's the best way to be correct, right? Because on
Yeah.
a reclaim of 100, you could be bullish again. Obviously, you need to hold that for a certain period of time, or we start rallying to all-time highs. But at the moment, in the short term, things are looking up. And obviously, I think you may have seen, was it last week or the week before? We saw alts actually start picking up a bit. So rather than Bitcoin actually doing the work, which were up 20, 30% on the day, 40% on the day. So I do think, and if we come back to the daily here, that 200-day smooth moving average will curl down as we go sideways to up here. But I reckon we come in and maybe even touch that 104, 106 where we're currently sitting, potentially even this green box, which is 106 to 110. But technically, that is a bearish retest for me until proven otherwise. You could also argue that this here is just a bear flag. Why is it a bear flag? Well, you've got your initial move down and there's your flag. So there's your pole, that's your flag, and you look for that to break lower. A couple analysts that I respect as well, like Dale Pinkett at Trago Hub, is looking for 70K. And I wouldn't say no to that. I personally would be like, yes, give me that 70K. As much as I'd like everything to go up, I'd like 70K. Another thing a couple analysts are pointing out, if we do get I don't know if you can see, actually, I'll probably have to let me get another chart just so we can draw this in properly without getting confused. And let's remove this. There is a potential. Now, this is scary. This is just some speculation here. But there's potential if we do get a bounce to that 106, whatever it is, that you do form a potential head and shoulders top. Okay. So if we come up to here and create that right shoulder, just deleted it. Something like that. Price action comes up to around here, comes back down again. Your head and shoulder top target from a technical pattern point of view, and let's say we break down there, puts you at 54K. Again, I'm not going to be complaining.
Do you know what? A lot of people are saying the same thing, whereby we go back to 100, hang around there for a while, and eventually we roll over and we go down to touch the 200 week, 200.
Yeah, 200 days smooth moving average.
No, the lower one of the two.
This green
That
one,
yeah, and we meet
possibly.
it. Yeah, and we meet it around the 60s, high
Yeah.
60s, but then that is the bottom of the bear market.
Yeah.
That's
And
why
if we put this same smooth moving average on the monthly, so this is even bigger time frame now, and we can look all the way back. When price action gets to the 20-day or the 50-day, so the 20-day is the white, the 50-day is the orange, that is usually in bear markets a great place to buy if you have a long enough a time horizon. So even if you rode this 2011, 2012 bull market into 2013 and you bought here at $380, yes, you may have felt stupid until, when was that? $380 in September 14. You probably felt a bit stupid for 2 years until May 2016. But after that, you were like, well, I got in at 380. Ha ha. Now I'm sitting at 90K. So
Yeah, and to be honest, in those days, there wasn't really a feel stupid about it because everybody was like all hippies and
yeah,
vegan. So
exactly.
there were no bros, there was no Lambos, there was none of that stuff.
So I
There
think
was just
you're right
permission.
in saying, and that 50-day orange line at the minute currently comes in at 50, call it 57K. Obviously, that will continue to tick up as price does move forward. But those areas with a long enough time horizon, which is even now, you can argue, a decent buying area.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And if you do get the opportunity to buy down here as well, even better.
Well, if you look back, anytime the chart has touched the yellow line, it's gone jumping off like the yellow
Yeah.
line is lava.
Last bear market was the only time we've come below. And that a lot of people assume was down to Three Arrows Capital,
FTX.
FTX, all those things, which is why we kind of had that extra capitulation.
So I wonder if we get a capitulation like that again this time round, could we blame it on Tether and could we blame it on strategy?
Possibly. But then again, I think, as I said, we kind of said at the start, we know the game. Just don't overthink the game.
Yes.
Like,
If are they printing money? Yes or no? If yes, buy
if
Bitcoin.
yes, buy stuff. Even with the potential that it goes down to 60 odd K, even with that scenario,
No, who gives a damn?
because
Buy
if
more.
if you
Blast
do
it.
go exactly, you just buy more. You don't need to overthink it too much. But yes, in the shorter term, we could look at some potential upside, which is why in the Waffle VIP I did put a Bitcoin long on this week.
You did. And I'd put on a short, which I summarily and very quickly closed.
Yeah,
And I
but
very quickly
let's
closed
see.
it.
I'm only marginally in profit at the minute, but let's see if it
Yeah,
turns out to be right.
Bitcoin's been a stable coin all week, so I think I'd rather be long than short.
But our predictions. So last week, we predicted, or I predicted Bitcoin would be marching its way to 99 or 98.8. We're slowly moving that direction. Your target was what, 88?
88. We,
88.
we, we were at
Not,
94 at the time.
yeah, we were at 94. We did come down to a low of 89.2 at one point, but neither of us were right there.
Oh, give over. I've got to get that. 88. We went from 94 to 89 too.
See, if you were in a K, I would have given it to you, but you're just out. You're just
VAR.
out. Normally, I'm pretty lenient with
I
that
need
sort of stuff,
VAR.
but we are out of the okay. You can see that's quite a big gap. Come on, the
Just you're
candles
zoomed right
here
in. That's why. That's a tiny gap.
will make the
Small gap.
gap even bigger. Look at that gap now.
Oh, we literally tapped that orange
Yeah,
line and then
literally tap the lines and we've bounced, which is what
the
we
line has
want to
dropped.
see
Oh,
for
yeah.
for bullish continuation. If same sort of thing, uh, haven't really done much, and neither of us were correct. Doge, will you give me this, sir?
Ooh,
So what did I predict? 13?
Doge,
13.2?
you said 13.2. What did it
And we
get down
went
to?
to a low of 14.2. Oh, no, low
Oh,
13.4.
oh, if you said 14.2, I'd have been like, well, if it was in a K, I would have
I
given it
was
to
a
him.
fraction of a cent
All right,
off.
go on then. You can have it.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Um, Aero, we both went the same there and said 50 cents. We've been to lows, and you can see this visually, that this area here, where I've just put that line, be it the 53-cent area, has been protected at all costs by buyers. There's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts at that area, and it's held every time so far. But we're 3 cents off. So can we give ourselves that or no? Okay, no. Trump,
I said 450. You said 650.
yeah,
We were at 550 at the time.
we're
It's,
kind of in the middle again.
it's not done much.
Yeah.
Stable
So
coin.
they were the predictions. So was it
Uh, uh,
2-1
no, 1-0.
or 1-0?
1-0.
Not too hot on these recently, but it's probably because, as you said, it's been a kind of a stable coin. market.
Yeah, we bet on movements, don't we?
Not a lot going on.
No, not a lot going
But
on.
I would like to for this week going forward, can I remain with my target from last week of 98k?
Hold on, let me start taking notes. I'm gonna join you up there actually.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll do that in a minute.
98 is massive in a week. It's 10%. It's a
Yeah,
big
I
old
think I
push.
think we're due something.
Yeah,
I've got a tingling sensation in my toes.
your spidey senses are tingling, are they?
Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go 98k as well. So we're both
Yeah, love
tracking up
that.
and sitting on that line. Yeah.
ETH, I'm gonna rein it in a tad. Can I say 3.5?
ETH have been going great guns, this last week. Well, development wise, they've been doing
You'll have
good
to give
things.
us an update.
I'll do it next week. I'll give us a proper ETH update. What was you at? 3.6. What are we at? 3.1.
Same 3.5. Is that allowed?
Yeah, go on. I'm going to join you on 3.5 as well. Then
So
I think
then
we're
you're
going to
get
end up with the same things, both of us, this week.
yeah.
'Cause I'm going bullish.
I think something is arising.
Yeah.
Doge, I'm now bullish. I'm not bearish anymore. I would like to put myself at 17,260.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, who's ringing you?
Can
Why
you
is your?
see can you hear the horn in the background?
Yeah. What is that?
That's our pipes and our boiler.
Oh my
There's an
gosh.
airlock. Katie, can you sort that out, please? Just pull the tap up. Bloody hell. Right, 1 second, guys. On-site maintenance team have just got to go on a call.
All right. Well, so whilst he's gone, even though I haven't got the rock, what can we do? How can we keep you entertained? Um, we can talk about another piece of news that I heard this week was that Tether froze all of Venezuela's stablecoins.
Apologies. The
Did you hear
maintenance
about
team
that?
is back.
Financial Navigator.
Sorry, the maintenance team is here now.
Did you hear that Tether froze all of Venezuela's USDT or any?
Really?
Yeah, any USDT linked to the Venezuelan government got frozen.
Ah. How much of there was it?
I don't know. I
Let
don't
me
know.
ask Grok. I'm interested.
Yeah, come on in. You are
How?
sharing. You are sharing your screen, by the way.
That's all
How
right.
much? How much? Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
How much USDT did freeze? How do you spell Venezuela?
Spell it how you want. Grok will know. Venezuela.
That's my dyslexic spelling for you. Looks nothing like Venezuela.
No, it doesn't. But Grok will know, so it doesn't matter.
Terra recently froze 182 million across 5 Tron-based wallets. Ooh,
January
that's
the
a rather
11th.
big sum.
When was that? Was that yesterday?
This is part of a broader pattern. The Tether has frozen roughly 3.3 billion USD overall. That's
Individual wallets
pretty crazy.
range from 12 million to 50 million.
Referred to as Venezuela. Well, it's a good job I've laughed at myself.
Yeah, it doesn't. It literally doesn't matter. It's what it is. You know
No.
what you mean.
Um, Back to predictions. Doge, yeah, I'm going bullish. Will I say 17.2?
Okay, I'm going to say 19. Where am I? There, 19.
Oof, you're 19. That's big.
Doge moves before everything else. So if we're going to have our alt season
Mm.
3 months too late, Doge is going to go ripping off. That
Oh, hang on a minute. We don't know if are we keeping Doge or not.
Yeah,
We
good
need to
point.
do new assets.
Yeah, we do need to do new assets. Well, let's keep Doge because we've already done it.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to keep Doge. Other
Hold on. What did
assets.
you say? What did you say? What was yours?
17.2, please.
Okay, and I've got 19.
Yeah. Do we do Zcash?
Oh,
Because we
the
mentioned it.
recovery, the
And I
recovery to
think we
continue.
do MSTR. Is MSTR on Hyperliquid, by the way?
I don't know, and it's really hard for me to see now because how do
You
I
got
get
to
out?
flick screens.
Yeah, I've only got one screen. I feel like such a tramp. Hyperliquid. Sometimes I hate myself for like crying about these first world problems.
Yeah. Yeah, but you
Um,
get so used to it
yeah,
that when you haven't got it, you're like, ah, shit.
yeah, yeah, exactly that.
But yeah, I'd like to put forward Zcash and MSTR.
Don't know that MSTR is on here, so let me just make sure. It should be really, shouldn't it? Ah, yeah, here it is.
It is. Sweet. Okay. Are you happy with the said choices?
Well, we've got to
MSTR,
do the
Zcash,
we've got
Doge.
we've got to do the MSTR
Yeah, we've got to do predictions. But you happy with those
prediction.
assets?
Yeah, we've got to
Okay.
do one more. MSTR, Doge, ETH,
We're
BTC.
doing
Need one more.
Zcash.
Oh yeah, Zcash. Okay, cool.
MSTR. Where do you think? And I'm going to go to the 4 hour. I'm going to say 180.
If we're going to push through that yellow line, and it's going to become support.
Who knows? But I reckon we get a touch.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a pathetic move, though, isn't it? It's only
No, not
11%,
yeah, but
12%.
not yeah. That's not bad in a week for a
Yeah, I suppose
trad
so.
buy. I'm gonna say. What did you say? 180. I'm gonna say 190.
Oof. Bulls are back in town.
Yeah, this is where I'm in my happy place.
There we go. And then Zcash. What do you think?
May the recovery continue. Let's catch that yellow line.
I was going to say 450.
Yeah, we catch that yellow line, don't we? I'll say, can I get away with 440?
440 and 450.
Amash.
Le pardon. Um, right. So a bit of housekeeping first before we go into trades. Um, I think we can now close this RV limit order that we've still got open, I believe, somewhere around the 130 area, I think it is.
Yeah. Remove this.
And also, I have ourselves a trading journal
Yes.
to take note. So we are going to fill this out now religiously every week, okay, on our trades. Why? We can write down our emotions, how we're feeling, bullish, bearish, what could be the causes. So today, when we do our trades, I will be writing down um, all of said information. So, sir, over to you while I put my thesis together.
I'm going to struggle here because I never do this with one screen. Oh my gosh. Just how normal people live? Is this how normal people
So
live?
I'm going to fill this out with you before we go into the things. So it's got a box, okay, and it's telling me market conditions. In that box, I was going to write stagnant. Would you agree?
What? How the market feels? Yeah.
Yeah, stagnant.
Oh, uh, can't we say preparing? Because I feel like we're preparing for a major move one way or the other. Coiling.
Okay, so I put stagnant / loading.
Loading. Yes. I
Yeah.
like
And then I
loading.
put ...
Yeah. Okay.
So we are literally loading. We are trading today, or we do trade crypto stocks on the futures market.
Yep.
So What are you, sir, looking to trade today? Oh, actually, should we have a little recap of last week's first? What have we
Yeah, let's
got
do that.
open? What have we got closed?
Right. So we got stopped out on our
Silver
silver
short.
silver short.
Yeah, I got stopped out on my own personal one as well. Nasty.
I'm sure I said to you, don't do that, didn't I?
I had a little a hunch, so
You
I
got to
gave it
follow
a
your
go. But
gut.
yeah, I'll accept the loss.
Right. I want us to let this Doge long run.
Yeah,
Right.
I think
Now,
we
how close we are to our tap out.
where's
Doge close long 11.6. No, close.
no.
Where is Doge close long? Sorry, I'm looking at Trump.
Hang on, Jeff. I've got it right here. Uh,
13.2,
Doge long 13.2. Yeah,
and we're at 13.8 at the minute.
yeah.
So we are dicing with death. How low have we been? That's only today. We've been as low as 13.5. So we've been
Okay.
pretty close. Pretty
Yeah,
close.
but then again, we don't really want to lose this current structure, so we want to be taken out quick. I mean, I'd put forward maybe just slightly expanding that stop to 13, 12, 8, something like that. Give us a bit more wiggle room,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can edit it. I can't see the screen properly. Just gonna close that one. And honestly, I can't live like this.
What's happened to your other screen?
It's just not coming on. I need to because I came up so late, I didn't get a chance to just reset the whole system. I mean, the whole thing just needs to be switched off and on. But I came upstairs too late, so I was like, "Do you know what? I'll just do it with one screen." I didn't think it would be this much of a hassle.
You won't be doing that again.
And honestly, this is no way to live. This is no way to live. Right. So I want to edit this. Right. I want to add a stop loss. Right. What's the new stop loss?
Should we do 12, 8? What is the time? 12. We had long.
We're long Doge.
Yeah, I'm just filling out our booklet. Our entry price of that trade is, what's that?
15.22. 0.1522.
Lovely. We have 389 Doge, is that?
Yep.
The
Yeah.
stuff. Our stop loss is at 0.128. Take profit 18.
Yep.
The stuff. And that's that. Okay. Trump.
Trump, we are kind of a balancing act.
Do we want
Okay.
to leave this open or do you want to get out?
I want to leave it open because it's long.
I do. But then that only gives us, I'd say, wiggle room for one more trade this week.
Yep.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
So
good thing is this week we are both of the same opinion that we're going to be bullish. So we either go MSTR or Zcash.
I think we do MSTR.
I
I
think.
quite like doing the odd stock.
Yeah.
Can
The odd
I just get
TradFi.
our Trump entry price, please? Oh, hang on a minute. That Trump entry price was bang on because that was a limit order, wasn't it?
Oh,
530. Go click on Trump. Let's see if my limit order was on the money. Yeah. Look at that.
there you go.
Actually, what hour are we on? What time are we on? Need to
That was
scroll up
at
a little
that
bit.
was at 2:00 today.
No, we got in back there. There you go.
We got back into here. Okay.
It's because you're on a 5 minute. If you go to like the 4 hour, you'd see better. Yeah, look at that for a snipe.
Oh,
530. Look at that for a bloody entry. Go on, Jeff.
Good job. Good job.
How many Trump have we got? The quantity, please, sir.
11.6.
A stop loss.
I don't know.
I've got it on my screen here. 450. And we got a take profit of 650.
Yeah.
Please. Oh, actually, I don't know why I filled that bit and didn't need that yet. And then our other one, are we doing MSTR? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do MSTR. That'll be our one for this week, which will be MSTR long. This one is a bit risky, you know.
Let's have a look. Let's get into the. Actually, I need to look at it out on the hyperliquid. MSTR 4 hour. See, I reckon we take a limit long at 155.
Do you think we come all the way back down here?
I mean, it's $5. It's not much, is it?
We haven't seen that in the last, all year. Okay. I feel like we should just get in.
Okay, no, I agree. Yeah, just buy, market buy.
Get by, right?
And then I think we have a stop on what, fresh lows. So call it 148.
Just not to lose my rag with this one screen.
What is our current entry price? 168.
Okay. So what do you want for a take profit?
I reckon we have. Oh shit! What have I just done?
180 or 190?
Should we go in between ours?
Split the difference. Yeah, let's go.
And then I think stop loss we have of fresh lows. So what, 148?
Well, we're not doing 10x. That's for
Yeah,
us. Right?
definitely not. Get us off of that immediately.
Let's chill the F out. Right. Sorry. Stop loss. Sorry. Take profit at 185.
Yeah,
And stop loss
148. Fresh lows. You happy with that?
Yeah.
Place that.
All right, place the order. Abash.
Boom, boom. How many MSTR did we get?
A second.
0.372.
0.37. Right, I'm going to stop sharing.
So, have we this week got any news that could have affected our trades?
Yes. MSTR
Always.
not listed.
MSTR news.
What else did we?
Have we got any economic data coming up? What have I done to my screen? US data. I don't know what I've done, but I hate what's just happened.
I hate having one screen.
Oh God, I've clicked something and it's gone all horrible and pooey. Monday, Tuesday. Oh, we've got CPI.
Okay.
Consumer Price Index. We'll write that on there. This week, what else have we got? Retail side, we got PPI as well. Home sales. Initial jobs claims. That's quite a big one, isn't it?
Do any of them mean that they won't be printing money?
Already.
I like jobs. Jobs at least reflects on the Fed.
Yeah, I think they're the main news things, aren't they? And have we got any important things we need to remember?
Crypto wise, no. This year, what we didn't do.
I think with regards to our trades, this book is asking for.
Okay. Sorry. Anything we need to remember? No.
Stick to our stops.
Yeah.
To our stops. I think that's
don't short silver.
I'll put that in there. Don't short
Right, short silver.
silver. Happy with that. And then how do we feel? There's an like an
Happy,
happy, not
happy,
happy, really happy, love heart eyes happy.
just happy.
I'd say this one. Second happy.
Can't be love heart high as happy when we've lost money.
I'm always happy. It's only money.
It's only money. That
Right.
was the clip of 2025. That was.
We need to refine that clip. So I've filled that out. We will now go on a short trip to Dublin. Where's my? Oh, what has happened here? I really don't understand what I've done. Can you see said screen, sir?
Yes, I can.
Right, we mentioned this earlier in the show. We think this is going to massively kick in the Republicans' party's direction because it is midterm year. They need to do something to get some votes, and you're not part of the government unless you buy votes. So they're going to have to do that. Are you happy, sir, with me putting in $14.01 on this trade?
Yeah, yeah.
Our biggest trade to
Our
date.
biggest trade to date. Yeah, this one. If the Democrats run away with it, I'd be very shocked.
Can you see it asking me for my phantom password?
No, can't see any of that stuff.
Good, because it's asking me for the third time this evening.
You know,
Why does it ask me so many times?
Because you've got so many tabs open.
Yeah,
There's
but
got to
I've
be
got
something
so
on.
many things going on.
I'm a busy boy.
Oh shit! As you know, I don't think Katie watches this, so I can tell her, all the viewers here, I have purchased F1 tickets this evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bosh. Where?
If she finds out now because she watches this, I'm gonna be fuming.
Silverstone, up the road.
No, Austria.
Okay, guten Tag.
Red Bull Racing Ring. Wallop.
Really?
Right,
Fair
so did we buy this anyway? Hush hush, ladies and gentlemen, hush hush.
enough.
Did we buy it? Did it go through?
Yep, we got it.
Yes, it did. Why didn't it do the 1 cent? Why
And
have we now got an odd number? Oh, it's because I'll tell you why.
why is it already
This was
down?
updating. This was updating because we reclaimed our oh, what's going on here, Jeff? We reclaimed our MSCI index. Look at those.
That was
230% profit.
easy money.
ID. Bang tidy.
All right, where are we going next? Let's put another one on.
Yeah, do we want to close any of these out? I think not. A minute. I think we leave them as they are.
Yeah.
And if we go to trending, let's have a quick look. Jerome Powell federally charged.
By June 30th. Yikes.
I mean, is that really going to be over the building? And look at the comments. Lock him up. Send him to jail.
Oh.
And
Sometimes you've got
this guy's 39K in profit. Fellas on fire.
what all right, let's do something he's done. Let's click on his activity. Let's see what he thinks.
All right, this is his
Follow.
current. He's put, yes,
Yes.
Jerome Powell. Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's just stupid.
But do you know where he's probably
Actually,
done
let's
it?
look at his
Do you know why he's
positions.
done it? Because it was 12. It was 12 cents. So he's probably thinking it will move from 12.
Possibly. I mean, these are his open positions, and his biggest position is JD Vance to win the 2028 presidential election. It's currently up 43%.
He's put no. What is it? Oh, that's easy money.
He obviously likes Stranger Things, and he loves the World Cup bet like us.
Yeah.
Well, look, he's bought Spain at 2 cents. What a bargain! When did he get that?
Where did he get that?
What?
You got England at
This
2 cents.
guy's on the
France.
ball. How did he get them?
He must have just put them down there, and maybe it's a thin market, so people sell down into him because he's clearly got loads of orders on at 2 cents.
Yeah,
and he's just
unless he
up.
was very quick to get it on when it was released.
Nah, people must be selling down into him.
Look at this one. No one announced his next James Bond. He's up 13x.
How's he getting these cheap prices?
This guy's a machine.
Hold on, look at Italy. Hold on, Italy are still at 2. Italy didn't even qualify.
Why is that still there then?
I don't know. I thought Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup.
No, I think did they? Oh, they got knocked out by Uruguay or something, wasn't it?
No, that was at the World Cup. Did Italy qualify for the World Cup? Did Italy qualify?
This guy's got some suspiciously cheap entries on these World Cup things.
Oh no, they're in Group B. Oh, so Italy have qualified. Yeah, but see if Italy are still at 2 cents.
There's no way they're still at 2 cents. Oh God, I've clicked on the wrong damn thing again.
No, you haven't. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, just click Portugal and then scroll down to Italy. They're still at
That's
2
still
cents.
2.
So are Belgium.
So when did I don't understand when he got these at 2, because there's no way, even when this opened, that Spain and England would be at 2.
I don't know either. Click on England and let's see. See if you can see the graph. Did they ever? No, they never
They
went down.
never. How's he got that then, Jeff? Something suspicious is going on here.
He's cheating. Wall hacks. Wall hacks.
Wall hacks.
Wall hacks.
So
He's
the
up,
trouble is you
40
can't
grand.
see. I want to see his dates.
No, see his monthly profit and loss. Up in the top right, click on monthly next to all. See what he's made this month. Okay.
2 grand.
All right, he's not done that much.
This week he's done £1,000. Today he's done minus.
He's lost money.
Oh, and this is just one fella as well. And that was on this one, wasn't it? This is the top guy. Powell is an American hero. Butterfly knife. Jerome, wait and see. What a name. I'm not sure about any of that.
I think 12% is low. I would take yes just to take the other side of the argument.
Or just to see if it spikes to like 20.
Yeah, see if it moves, yeah.
So what do we want? A $1.71?
Or maybe just a 71.
You can't do less than $1.
Okay, let's go.
Well, look, maybe no. Okay. Let's take that. Anything else take your fancy, sir? Will Trump acquire Greenland before 2027?
Oh.
In what world would this actually happen?
MAGA world. Oh. You've got, I don't know, I would lean towards yes, because we're living in a crazy time, aren't we?
I have no idea. What else we got? S&P 500 up or down. Portugal presidential election. Who will Trump nominate as Fed chair? The two Kevins are back close.
Yeah.
I see shooter charged by March.
No, they're not going to charge him.
What's that?
The guy that shot the woman in the face.
When was that?
That was the other day. You've not been on.
Oh, mate, honestly, I haven't had time for social media. Like, not even crypto Twitter.
Yeah, no, a woman was out driving around or something. And
is this in America?
Obviously, we wouldn't do that here in Blighty. Like, worst you'd get here is like a stiff talking to.
Oh, yeah, you've been a naughty boy.
America, if they're annoyed with you, they shoot you in the face. So she's they unalived her. She's gone now. But I don't think they'll charge him.
Yeah, well, they'll probably just give him the death penalty, wouldn't they?
No.
The Supreme Court rules in favor of Trump tariffs. Oh, that might be a. You know what? I think they will. I was listening to the Forward Guidance podcast the other day.
Yeah.
Right? And they think if they rule against the Trump tariffs, it is way too much of a palaver and potential risk to the bond market if they rule against them. And because we all know the bond market is the biggest of markets out there.
How did they come to that conclusion that it was a
Oh, they were talking on it for about 20 minutes, but I'd recommend watching that episode. But they
oh,
do
what's it
mention
called?
this forward guidance. I'm pretty sure I shared it
Oh, in the
in the
Crypto Waffle.
waffle. I'll have a look after this just to double check, but I'm pretty sure I shared it.
Okay, I'll have to listen to that. Because I can't see the logic in why they would rule in his favor. But if there is a argument for it,
Yeah, I think I'll give you the time to listen to the podcast,
yeah, and then we'll
and
come
then
back.
we can circle back to that.
Fair, fair.
And then other than that, I'm not seeing much else. Uh,
Will Trump and Mikado share the Nobel Peace Prize?
no.
There's a 74% chance of a yes, by the way.
Let's do a football. We do like a football. So what do you think this this
Nothing.
weekend in the Prem?
Oh, is that the weekend? Should we go for? Mm, Sunderland to beat Palace?
Ugh. Yeah, they've just been knocked out of the FA Cup as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they got knocked out by a non-league team. That one looks all right.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, have a little go at that.
$1.62.
Let's go. Well, lads.
YA, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Anything else? Let's have a quick butcher crypto. Bitcoin price, Ethereum price,
It's always prices, isn't it?
Mega ETH market cap, space public sale. Nothing ever happens. MicroStrategy. What the fuck is this? This market result to know if any of the following conditions are met between MicroStrategy sells Bitcoin, MicroStrategy announces holding, MicroStrategy announces bankruptcy, strategy added to S&P. Otherwise, this market will resolve to yes.
Wow. That's an interesting one because that is a U, isn't it?
Yes.
You are in the yes camp.
But then again, I think there is the possibility that MicroStrategy could get added to the
Added.
S&P.
Yeah, it could get added to the S&P.
That's the one that puts me off.
Yeah. Because effectively, if nothing ever happens, then that probably happens. This might be worth a no then, But they don't get added by March.
Yeah, you've only added, yeah, it's not by March, is it?
Look how high it was.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, we should have taken that if we'd have seen it.
Bitcoin out, Bitmine, backpack. First to 5K, gold or ETH? Oof.
Gold.
Yeah, but you know the hedge here is going ETH. What is gold at currently?
And it at 4 something. No, 3. Is it
Just looking now. 4.6. Oof. I mean, I know gold's been on a tear. It's another 10%. It's entirely possible.
It should be higher than 76, 26. ETH is nowhere near.
Do you know what? I reckon we revisit this one next week.
We stick some money on it now. Looks like easy money.
Yeah, but I reckon this could go lower in our favour, if you know what I'm saying. So I reckon the
gold
chance of gold goes to like 80.
Okay.
And then maybe we can scoop some ETHs up at like 20.
I don't think gold's going to beat ETH. There's no way. Like, there's too much money printing going to have to go on.
Yeah, but that's why gold's going.
Yeah, that's what I said. So yes is gold. So I think gold will go to 5K first.
So should we go gold?
We might as well.
Oh, you know what's going to happen though. We're going to put this on, and then some stupid bit of news is going to come out, ETH pump. Let's do it.
I love the way you talk some logic and then you're like, let's just
Yeah, but
do
you know that's gonna happen. We
it.
just know
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's on. So they're the two we picked up. Sorry, the three we picked up this week. Oh, did I not put the football one on? I didn't put the football one on.
I'm sure you did.
Let's have a butch. Oh yeah, we did. I don't know why it's not showing our positions then. Oh, it is. It's here. Our positions this week are Jerome Powell, federally charged by June 30th. We took some yeses against the consensus. Hold to 5k before ETH. Sunderland to beat Palace at the weekend. And we took our biggest bet to date. Will
Yeah.
the Republican Party control the House after 26? Now, we're not looking for that to go yes. We're just looking for that to jump
It's got to go 50-50.
Massively.
I think America is probably the best divided country on the planet. It's so split right down the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that should be
So
good.
they're the body markets this week, ladies and gents. And that, let's just quickly check socials for questions. Very nicely wraps up this week's episode. Also, shout out to my brother today, securing a new job. Big up.
Way.
Finance Bros.
Finance Bros. Oh, hold on. I've got.
What do you got?
Yeah. Well, five people viewing.
What, on Instagram?
Yeah, no, on Twitter.
X?
Yeah.
Any questionos?
No one's in chat. They're just watching, lurking.
How do you see if they're watching?
It shows. It shows.
Oh, what, live
viewers.
views?
Yeah.
Okay. Lovely stuff. All right, then. Well, that wraps up episode 61 of Crypto Waffle. So thank you for joining, ladies and gentlemen, and we shall see you next week. Adios.